Welcome dear students. In this video lecture we are going to learn how to work the fifth problem in our problem set. The problem is a tetrahedron of side 50 mm is resting on HP on one base side such that its axis is parallel to VP and 30 degree to HP. Draw the projection. This is what the problem. And before getting to the answer, first you have to have a simple introduction about the solid tetrahedron. It's a new solid to you in our context. So tetrahedron by appearance is looking very similar to a triangular pyramid. Okay, and the uniqueness between a tetrahedron and the hexahedron or hexahedron is actually a cube. The cube in other form is called as hexahedron, where the base side length is equal to the axis height of the solid. And the same way in the tetrahedron also we have a unique point where the base side length is equal to the slant edge length. Here you should not say that the axis length of the tetrahedron is equal to the base side length. Actually in the case of a tetrahedron, the base side length is equal to the slant edge length. It's by appearance looking like a triangular pyramid. For drawing the tetrahedron, we need not to have the axis height in the problem. You can see in all other problems in this problem set, every solids are given with their base side length and axis height. But in the case of the tetrahedron, we need not to mention the axis height of the solid. Without knowing the axis height, we can draw the lateral view of the tetrahedron. Let's see how to draw the tetrahedron and how to solve this problem by drawing the front and top views of the tetrahedron. Yes. The problem, already I have told you the problem. Tetrahedron of side 50 mm resting on HP on one base side such that its axis is parallel to VP and 30 degree to HP. Draw the projection. This is what we needed to solve. And this, first you need to draw the XY line. And then here as usual we have to decide where to start the answer, from the top view or from the front view. Like the previous problems, this problem is also coming under the category solid axis parallel to VP and inclined to HP. So the axis will be like that. The axis is parallel to VP and inclined to HP. So first we need to make the axis straight. That is, the axis should be parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. If you made like that, you can see the base of the solid in the top view. So you have to start the problem answer from the top view, like the previous problems. And one more point you have to note one thing. The base view of the tetrahedron is nothing but an equilateral triangle. The base view or the base shape of the tetrahedron is an equilateral triangle. And the side faces of a tetrahedron is also the same equilateral triangle. So just like your cube, in the case of a cube, the base shape is a square, the side face is also a square. In the same way, in the tetrahedron also, the base shape is a equilateral triangle and the side face is also the same equilateral triangle. In the top view, now we are going to draw an equilateral triangle of side 50 mm. Let me to draw the base, and meanwhile in this equilateral triangle you need to maintain one base side one base side should be perpendicular to VP, because here the solid is going to rest on HP by one of its base side. So we need to maintain one base side perpendicular to VP or perpendicular to XY in the top view. Then only in the third stage, when you tilt the solid in this way, you can make one base edge will rest on HP. So for this alignment, you need to draw the base view of your tetrahedron. Let me to draw this. I just drawn a tetrahedron with one base side perpendicular to XY line, and now you need to mark the center point of this tetrahedron by drawing perpendiculars to every base edge from the opposite corner. It's actually similar to a pyramid. So in the base view, you have to highlight the slant edges. Just note down how I am marking the center for this tetrahedron by drawing perpendiculars from each and for each and every base edge from the opposite corner of the solid. Now I just drawn the slant edges. You need to mention the every corners of the solid. In the base, we are going to have 3 corners, and we are going to have an apex point here. And now you need to project each and every corners towards the front view. Including the apex. Now we can mention the base corners in the front view. They are A dash, here B dash and C dash, and B dash inside the bracket. And in order to mark the O dash, generally in all pyramids or prisms problems, we are provided with the axis height of the solid. But in this tetrahedron problem, we need not to have the axis height. Without having the axis height, we can mark the apex point in the lateral view by calculating the locating the O point here. Just to see how I am doing this. For that, we are in need of a compass tool, but in this application I don't have the compass, so I will explain you how you need to do that. In this problem, already I have told that the side edge, the slant edge length is equal to the base edge length. Here in this solid, the end AB, the edge AB is equal to edge BC is equal to edge CA. The same way, this is equal to OA equal to OB equal to OC. So this is what the fact in the case of a tetrahedron. You see one thing, the length OA is also equal to OB and equal to OC. In the front view, you can mark the point O by cutting an arc from A or B or C, that is A dash or B dash or C dash, with the length loaded in the compass as the base side length of the tetrahedron. But you can note one thing, the slant edges OA or OB or OC, these three are not showing their original length in the top view, but in the front view, out of OA, OB, OC, the edge OA can show its original length in the front view, because the edge OA is parallel to the VP, so this can show its original length in the front view. Because of this, you need to load in the compass with your base side length, and from the point A, you need to cut an arc in the axis line or the projector of O. You can cut an arc. So in that you can mark the O dash. In this way you can locate the apex point in the lateral view of the tetrahedron. For example, in some cases there may be some possibilities for a triangular base of the tetrahedron like that. So in this, no slant edge is parallel to the XY line in the top view. So OA, OB, OC won't show its original length in the front view. So in this type of situations, what you can do is, artificially you can make any one of the slant edges to be parallel to your XY line, and you can make a temporary base point in the front view, and then from this point you can cut an arc in the projector of O to mark the O dash. This is also possible in some problems where none of the slant edge is parallel to XY line. But in this problem, fortunately, we are having the edge OA parallel to XY in the top view. So the front view length of the OA will be the original length of the slant edge O dash A dash. So without taking any effort like this, simply we can select the point A dash to mark O dash by cutting an arc from A dash in the projector of O with the length equal to the base side length. Let me to rub off the unnecessary things here. Approximately I am marking the arc here. Since I don't have the compass, I am marking it in approximate manner, and let me to connect the slant edges. This is what your axis, and you need to draw the axis in the prescribed format. Now this is what your lateral view of the solid. Now the axis is perpendicular to HP. As per the problem statement, you have to make the axis 30 degree to HP. For that, you need to redraw this lateral view in the third stage. First, you need to draw a pilot line with 30 degree inclination. It's 30 degree inclined to HP. And now I am redrawing this lateral view. Once again. It's O dash. And now this lateral view can be drawn. In this way. Then as usual, you can project each and every corner from the current front view. And project as from the previous top view. Now obtain the cut points. So starting from A and B, C and finally O. So as per our regular rule, we can complete the connecting of all the corners in the base as well as in the top. So as per the first rule, you have to connect all outermost points as visible edges. And here you may have the count for all base edges, face edges and slant edges. It's actually very similar to a pyramid, so there is no face is there, only base only we are having. So the base edges are AB, BC and CA, and in the face in the side OA, OB, OC, other side edges. Totally this all is having 6 number of edges. So out of the 6 number of edges, first we need to connect all the outermost corners as visible edges. Let me to connect. by connecting the outermost corners as visible edges, I identified AB and OB, OC and AC, that is CE. The only remaining two edges are BC and OE. So as per the second rule, you need to join all remaining face edges as visible edges. Here there is no face is there, so this point is not applicable for current situation. And the third rule is you have to join all remaining base corners as invisible edges. And the fourth rule, you have to consider the lateral edges. And the third rule is join remaining base corners as visible edges. The one and only remaining base edge is BC. This should be invisible as per the rule number 3. So connect the BC as invisible edge. With the correct line format, you need to draw the invisible edge, that is dashed line format. And the edge BC is over, and the one and only remaining edge unconnected so far is OA. Just look the solid from the top. The edge OA is purely visible to our eyes, so you can connect the edge OA as visible edge now. This is nothing but the answer for this problem. So here the given solid tetrahedron is resting on HP by one of its base edges by its axis inclined at a 30 degree to the horizontal plane. Thank you, and try this answer with the proper tools in your worksheet.